Okay, here we have today, this is a die-cast car, believe it or not. This is a 1/12 scale Ford GT, of course. And it's kind of unusual to find die-cast in this size. Usually die-cast is 1/18 scale or smaller. But as you can see here, this is, my hand in there, this has got some size to it for sure. And I put this on a postal scale and it actually weighs 5 pounds, 5.0 pounds, so it's, definitely a big chunk of metal. But I got this in Walmart a number of years ago. They had a few of them, and I think they were selling them for about $35. I haven't seen them since, but I certainly grabbed one. I like this color, so I got this one on purpose in this orange, and just decided that this was something I couldn't pass up. Now, I don't like die-cast for the most part because you don't build them, you just buy them this way, and then you can't take any credit for doing, any of the assembly or the painting or anything. You could modify it a little bit. Anyway, I'm talking. I just wanted to share this, try to get in close on some of this. I got lights here. There we go. Maybe too much light. But being this big size, the detail level is pretty good. This is actually by a company called Motor Max that only made, I don't know how many they made in the 1/12 scale. I wanted to show under here. It's kind of a neat, see the screen under there? Actually went through the trouble of putting that in there. And it's not a real screen, it's just like printed on a piece of clear. But then when you go down into the scoop here, you've got another example of that. You see that? It's the same sort of thing. It's clear plastic with that mesh printed on there, but it gets the job done. But I wonder how they do this. This, of course, is pre-assembled, I guess, by some kind of a robot. But I can't imagine how on earth they do that, because there's so much detail on there. There's got to be some people in the assembly process that do certain parts of it. And especially things like stripes, I don't think that's a decal. If you look up really close, you can see a kind of a paint pattern, and I can see like, I don't know, silk screen or something. But how would a robot, look at that curve there. How would it possibly follow a curve like that? So, there's got to be, I don't know. If anybody knows, post a link or something showing me how they make these, because I've never seen them assembled on a TV show or anything. I'm very curious. Anyway, let me try to look inside the door here. This is, if this is the way the real Ford GT door opens, I mean, can you imagine hitting this big thing that sticks out? As you're getting in or getting out, I imagine you just walk right into that, or, I don't know, it's pretty darn low, but down in there, you can see the detail level is quite good. That seat is all rubber. And of course the seat belts and you got your fire extinguisher. This is the type of, extra detail that y'all would do that didn't come in a regular plastic kit. And just real good detail in there. And of course the other door opens. How am I going to do that? And basically, there's just the passenger side and so on, which is real good. But now, what the great part of this, let me get these shut. is the engine detail. Pretty good. Let me swing this around so that you can see in there. Alright. You know, it's a, I don't even know. I haven't really studied the 4GTs, so I don't know if the engine compartments just come with that much chrome, or if this is something they did for this model, or what. But as you can see, they did pretty good here for a die cast, you know. And you can see the signs that it's a die cast, you know, screws and so on. When you start looking up underneath, you see mold marks and things, but you know, it's forgivable. And you know, there's a chrome control arm. I don't know. I've never looked at a real one. But you get a look at the back end here, because you know, this car has got great looking back end. Get those exhaust pipes. The same mesh, I like that. And then underneath, if I can actually pick this up with one hand here without dropping it. Probably not. There we go. It's got some weight to it. It's like a, you know, 5-pound dumbbell. Okay. And I guess this is what the underside of a 4GT looks like. I gotta imagine they did this correct. I don't know. If it's not, you know, you can say that. There's the company, Motor Max. They make a lot of 1/18 scale. And GT, and it was made in China like everything else. And here you can see the rotors and the calipers, although I don't see how the tires would come off, but some of the underside detail. Not bad at all. And that's all die cast too, that part there. That's all metal. You can see right there is where it's joined. And the paint mark, again, probably by a robot of some kind. I'd like to see how that's done. And this part is plastic. It's the only big plastic part, and should probably just to keep the weight down on this thing, because it was getting up there in weight. Anyway, I'll try one more time to flip it over to finish this up. But I wanted to share something because I'm not really getting a whole lot of building done. And this is there, and hope it was worth looking at. I'll see you guys around.